At the place where future church ministers are trained to preach and lead, the message last week was less about the pulpit, but more about protection, especially for our children who are too often the silent victims of labor, abuse and neglect. The call from Davuilevu was not just for ministers, it was for parents, chiefs and churches alike. Once again, Choeli Rangoneliwa has the details.
In villages, towns and even church communities, children are still facing violence, neglect and overwork. At the Davuilevu Theological College, church leaders stood in front of their own to admit the church cannot pretend to be innocent.
This is the training ground of ministers in the church. The church cannot deny its role, and it can also be one of the major culprits who hides in the midst of the many challenging issues that the nation faces, in the society in general. So the college is encouraging such a healthy discussion where the rights of children are protected, they are respected, their dignity is upheld.
Balai Korotawa emphasized the pain felt by children today is haunting everyone, and it is time we take action.
Such issues is really haunting the church and so haunting the Vanua. Our chiefs are worried. The Lotu is also worried about this enormous issue that is pressurizing everyone from all corners of society. The church is not neglecting such issues. The church is taking strong measures to fight against drugs as well as the abuses that are happening.
Balai Korotawa says the church must climb down from its towers and walk into the muddy grounds of people's daily struggles, because until the church is with the people, it cannot truly serve them.
There are important programs that the church must establish. The church should be proactive. The church must learn to humble itself and come down from its ivory towers and go down to the muddy ground. It has to muddy itself. Christ was bloodied on the cross. He came as a servant. And on that particular path, that is also the path the church can take so that it reaches really down to the hearts of our children, particularly the ones who are unfortunate.
The message from the Davuilevu was one of responsibility, not just for institutions, but for every parent, teacher, minister, and leader, that children are not laborers, they are blessings. Joel Rangoneliwa, Fiji One News.